So this is it's basically a sugar board that somebody made for me, and it looks like the bees are eating it. I put some pollen in there right now. That's some pollen substitute. Looking okay. The colony of bees living in this little 2 medium hive. They were slowing down earlier in the year, and so I knocked them down to as small as I could. I knocked them down to I think it was 3 mediums. I knocked them down to 2. And then I put this candy board that a guy down the road made for me. Probably, I don't know, about 10 pounds of candy stuck to the top of that. Basically, it's I guess an inner cover of sorts. And the bees are eating it, as far as I can tell. And there's tons of sugar left. And it's working. So, yeah. And here's a prototype that he made that didn't work out. But basically it's it's a box with a bit of insulation on top, a hole right there, and then you pour the sugar inside here. It hardens. If you want to make, I guess if you want to make candy, you can do that too, with boiling it down and all that jazz. But if you can do 12 parts sugar, 1 part water, and let it harden inside this thing, and have it to about this height, I guess. And then you just lay it down. This is the edge of it here. It's got a little bit of a. This is why it's a prototype. It's got a bit of a. Some of the measurements are a little bit off, but it still looks excellent to me. And this is beyond my capabilities, but it looks like it would work. I've always been concerned about moisture in my hive, so that's why I always like to have additional ventilation other than just a single hole. That would be my only concern, but otherwise, at least in this case, at the end of the year, it seems to have seemed easier than doing anything else. I could just plop that on and forget about it, right? Because there's so much sugar in the board that I know they've got enough, right? So I don't know, looks okay. And here we go. I don't know if you can see this. I'm looking through a veil, so I can't see what I'm doing. But you might be able to see the bees collecting that pollen in their pollen baskets. I just sprinkled some pollen powder right there on the edge frames there, and I think they're going for it.